nobody, including my parents, like nobody owes me something. Like, yeah, you a kid. Yeah, they owe you some stuff. They owe you. You can't survive.
Right.
But I'm like, but then once I'm able to survive on my own, I'm like, literally nobody owes me anything. So I just don't get mad like anymore. Cause I'm like,
Nah.
hey, yeah, you could. Hey man, it's your right to stab me in the back. You don't owe it to me. Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis, 8-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM, but this man's going to teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake, I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
you heard a couple,
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99? Yeah, okay. Y'all
crazy,
tripping,
y'all.
But hey, I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room. Look, I got a question for you. Can you remember the last time that you've been mad? Like that you've had the emotion of anger? Can you remember?
Yeah. Most definitely.
Is it recently?
Fairly recent compared to my life. Like, I generally don't get mad, but yeah, fairly recent.
When you say fairly recent, months, weeks, days?
Months where I was really mad, yeah.
Months. And why did you get mad? I'm not asking you to tell like the details of it,
right.
the situation.
Right.
But like if you can recall the feeling that you get mad some months ago, like legit mad some months ago, do you think you're able to like get to the root of why of what made you angry about it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Is there a way that you can maybe share that like without?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say what it is, but it was the root of it was really frustration and more of like a mounting situation. You know, it's like the idea of somebody is poking you 1,000 times in that same spot. Yeah. That 1,000 times is gonna probably make you erupt.
All right. So I was just thinking last night because I was watching something. I don't even know the name of the movie. It was just some random joint my mama put on. But like I haven't legit been mad or angry since 2017.
It's amazing.
And I can vividly remember what got me angry and took me out of character. And I was like, nah, can't nobody have this much power over myself because I wasn't myself in that moment.
Right.
Right. And then it was like, that's when I started to do a deep dive on myself and be like, why did I get this angry at it? And I came to the conclusion that entitlement caused the anger. Because I felt like this individual owed me something.
Right.
And then that's when I started to realize, like, don't nobody owe me nothing. Like, literally nobody owes me anything.
Very true.
And then I just started to think of just other moments in my life where I might have been angry or mad. And I'm like, it all comes from like a sense of entitlement where I felt like I deserved something from somebody else and they didn't give me what I felt I was entitled to get from that individual. Whether it be emotionally, just like in in any aspect of it. It always comes from, I'm mad at what you did or this situation that you caught. Like, why did you do that to me? I was like, don't nobody owe me nothing. Like once I get to a certain age, nobody, include my parents, like nobody owes me something. Like, yeah, you a kid. Yeah, they owe you some stuff. They owe you. You can't survive.
Right.
But I'm like, but then once I'm able to survive on my own, I'm like, literally nobody owes me anything. So I just don't get mad like anymore. Cause I'm like,
Nah.
hey, yeah, you could. Hey man, it's your right to stab me in the back. You don't owe it to me. you're just thinking of yourself first. Self-preservation. Like that. Just keep it moving. Like it's not about to ruin my day. And then also I remember that particular day in 2017, it didn't mess up my day. Like it messed me up for like a little while. And I was like, why did this 1 hour in time impact all this? So then I'm like, when people start to have bad day or they say, man, I had an awful day. I'm like, well, did you really have an awful day? Or did something happen in like a 4-minute span and the way that you processed it made you think about it all day? Oh man, It was a rough week. Oh, was it really a rough week? Or did 2 things happen that took like 2 minutes out of your whole life for that week? And then you just harped on it and harped on it. So it's like it. So it's excuse me, as far as actual anger, I haven't felt it in a while now. I felt like I had a situation last year with one of my boys where I was like highly disappointed. But it wasn't like true actual anger. I was like, man, what you doing, bro? Like I expected better. But even still, then it was like I expected better that entitled, like I'm entitled to have a certain treatment from you. Well, in reality, I'm like, no, I don't.
So is the entitlement part the only piece of the like root of the anger, that puzzle?
For me, it is. Like I may be like, the only way that I think that I could get angry at something now is if I was angry at myself. And then I just started treating myself better. So I'm like, dang, if I'm gonna be mad at me, like that sounds crazy. Like you like, like just
you punch in the mirror.
Because I'm like, at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, like for real, we all that we get, like each individual person's accountable for yourself. So I'm like, don't nobody else owe nothing to me. I at least owe it to myself to talk to myself in a decent manner and treat myself right.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah, and not beat myself up because the world's designed to beat you up already. So I'm like, why do I need to add on to that when the world's already doing it each and every day anyways? You feel me? So I was like, for me, I don't know how everybody is, but I'm willing to, I'll say a lot of people's anger comes from, if they really break it down, comes from like a sense of entitlement that they deserve something from somebody else. And then I was like thinking about how that, because my brain always goes to like entrepreneurship and stuff and almost every aspect of it. I was like, us as entrepreneurs, a lot of times that we get frustrated with the way our businesses is going or the amount of products that we sell or whatever the fact, it really be coming down to like a sense of entitlement also. Like you feel like like I made the dopest product that had the dopest service. Why aren't you buying? Like you feel like you deserve that customer to buy your stuff because you put so much into it, and in reality, don't nobody owe you. Don't nobody gotta give you that dollar
at all. So how, and you can answer this and then we could go right back into it. But I just thought about this. Like, how do you earn that from people?
Got a dollar? All right, bet. Look, what if I told you that for that dollar, you can get access to every course, training, and ebook from a 7-figure entrepreneur? Information that has people having 5-figure months, 6-figure years, and firing their jobs. Then what if I told you for that dollar, you get an opportunity to be a 50-50 business partner with said 7-figure entrepreneur, where you literally get to learn while you earn. And then what if I told you for that dollar, you get additional training from other 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs? And this is all updated weekly. And then what if I told you for that dollar, a member within the community is giving $500 each and every week? Does that sound like something that you're interested in? If so, go ahead, click the link and join a community of like-minded individuals that's focused on getting to the bag just like you. For that $1, you can get access to the community for 1 entire week. After that week, if you like it, which I know you're going to love it, it's only less than $1 a day after that. Literal pennies. We are showing people that it's crowded at the top. I'll see you on the other side. I don't feel like you have to earn it. Like, I don't worry about earning it no more. I just do what I'm supposed to do. And I know if I do what I'm supposed to do in any aspect, it'll be positive for me on the other side of it. So, like, as far as, are you saying how do I earn it on the side of business, or are you saying it on like a personal relationship?
Both. So
I say on the side of business. So you saying like, how do I earn that person? How do I earn that person's dollar or whatever?
Right. So like, because instead of feeling entitled to it, like, how do you earn it? You know what I mean? Like, what are those actions, those steps?
Instead of me focusing on earning their dollar, I focus on making something that they want to spend their dollar on, and then I don't have to worry about that. So I'm like, if all that I do is focus on producing what they want anyways, they're just gonna come to me. I don't have to earn it. I feel like I'm doing tug of war right now. Like, I don't have to, but that's what I'm doing. Like, I don't have to pull them to me. Like, they'll just come automatically. So all I have to do is make the thing that they already want and put myself in front of them. Make myself findable. Because that's what a lot of people's issues is. They have great stuff, or they know how to do something great, or they have a great product, or they have a great service, but they don't know how to put themselves or put that product in front of the people that already want what they have to offer anyways. So they spend all that time and effort trying to find them, trying to earn their business, versus just making what they want. Get yourself in front of them, let them see you, and then they just come to you anyways. And in today's age, the only way to do that, I feel, and probably, I won't even say in today's age, probably throughout all history, if I actually take some time and like research it versus just speaking off the cuff right now, but the only way to do it is through like making great prolific content. So I make good content, and then I put it in front of the places where my avatars are, and then they see my good content, then they gravitate to it. And then, if I got something to offer, they'll buy it. If I don't have nothing that's worth it to them, they won't buy it.
Right.
So you make the content like this podcast. I'm making the content right now. Make sure it looks good. Make sure it sounds good. I feel like I got something to say. So the content of my words is always going to be on point because I really feel like I got something to say. Make that as high quality as possible. Put it out everywhere. They'll see it.
Right.
Yeah, I can get an organic reach, but if not, pay a shout out page to put it on their page. Put it on what's a random page? Black Wealth Crew, for instance. That's a page on Instagram. I could chop up something that I say, put the content on Black Wealth Crew. They already have a designated following that's into Black entrepreneurship or want to support Black entrepreneurs, or it's into Black black wealth or love seeing black success stories, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just pay a little bit of money, get in front of that audience. They see it. Oh, what's he talking about? If they want to come over, check out what I got to offer. Cool. If they don't, I ain't tripping. I ain't for you. Everybody's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's another thing too. I'm not trying to get everybody's attention.
Right.
I just want who's into what I got to say or into what I got to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of your homeboy, Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar dropped the album yesterday. Kendrick's never done anything trying to get every listener's ear.
Yeah.
He focused on what he do.
Right.
The critics could say he had one joint where he might have attempted with Damn. Like that might have been his one attempt.
Barely.
But that's why I said the critics, like if they do want to say something. But outside of that, he got so much so much other stuff that it's like, which way's he going?
Yeah. Like I heard somebody say that it was like they were talking about him going left, and then somebody was like, ain't no left for him. Like
he just
does what he does. Yeah.
But Damn is like my least favorite Kendrick album. And I'm like, it might be because of that possible, because he did that right after The Pimp a Butterfly. Well, not right after, but that was his next. That was his next
LP. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was you walking with the Black Panther soundtrack?
I don't count that as a Kendrick Lamar album though. Like that's a Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, but he was heavily influenced on there.
Yeah, he's on like 80% of the songs, some way, shape, or fashion. And on Tidal, if you go to his albums, like Black Panther's on.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But I wouldn't count that in his discography though.
Yeah, me either. So what you just weren't feeling the Rihanna track? He was like, he gonna pop.
Nah, it's dope because I was listening to it last week. I listened to it last week for the first time in forever. And I was like, this is, which I always knew it was like a dope, like it's impossible for Kendrick not to do nothing. Yeah, well, I feel like it's impossible. Some people can make trash that have capabilities of making good stuff. Like I think Drake's made some trash, but he's like a GOAT.
Yeah.
I think Jay-Z's made some trash, but he's a GOAT.
Yeah.
So he's capable. Like he's capable
but we
of
haven't
making
seen
some
it.
trash.
We haven't seen it.
I
I have seen zero trash from Kendrick.
Are you saying from a song perspective or an album?
Bodies of work.
All right. Well, in that case, I haven't seen a trash Hove album then, or what I would consider trash. I've heard Hove albums that are very underwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Some passable joints.
but if you compare them to everybody else versus comparing them to him,
mm-hmm.
it's like, it's decent. But if I'm comparing it to his previous work or stuff that he's done,
right?
That's why I say like, he got some stuff that's mid, or like it's me comparing Hove to Hove.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, Kingdom Come. It's like,
yeah.
But
what's better,
if
Kingdom
you compare
Come or Blueprint 3?
Kingdom Come.
See,
Blueprint 3 trash. To
no,
Hove.
no, it's not, bro. That's why I mentioned it, because I know, man, Blueprint 3 be getting that hate, boy. I love Blueprint 3.
You put
Blueprint try. I love it.
You put it too high on the.
I love it, bro. I love that album.
Go back in. But compared to, I'm trying to think of the time era too, because taking Blueprint 3 and comparing it to the other music at the time, It was mid.
What was out at the time? Like Rich Boy?
No ceilings.
Ooh. Everything mid compared to
You know what I'm saying?
everything in life compared to that
You had
era
no
of Wayne.
ceilings. You had the J. Cole that I love. Like, this the era like Friday Night Lights and stuff.
Yeah. Because he was on Blueprint 3 on Stars Born.
Yeah, so it was some stuff out. This is the era of Nicki coming out.
Oh, this is like my Dark Twisted Fantasy era?
This was like, yeah. So you got My Beautiful Dark. Like, I'm maybe off a year or so.
Yeah, but it's around that time though. Yeah.
That's why
I remember driving down Airline, like bumping Monster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like even take away Nicki on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This is like her album. It's Pink. What was it? The
Pink Print?
Or was it Pink Friday?
I think Pink Friday was like her series.
Yeah, the Pink Print. I just know the joint. She was dressed up like a doll, and her leg was like 3 times longer.
I'm glad you decided not to do it. I saw you think about it. You contemplated it.
Her leg was like 3 times longer than her body. And she had this is the era where all the Nicki fans, the chicks had the bangs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She
Could I get Michael Kors? Michael Kors.
You know, Drake was doing this thing. Like, it was Blueprint 3 was.
I still love that album, dog. I was blasting that album, bro.
But that's some other stuff too, though. How I was like, yeah, I compare Hove to Hove, or I compare Kendrick to Kendrick. Like when Mr. Morale and the Bid Steppers come out, like I'm comparing that to Good Kid. Even though I know we probably shouldn't, but it's just human nature.
Of course.
I'm gonna compare it to Good Kid. I'm gonna compare it to Pimp a Butterfly. I'm gonna compare it to Damn. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna compare it to stuff that's come, you know, he ain't came out in 5 years. I'm gonna compare it to Drake stuff that done dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna compare it to Cole stuff. I'm gonna compare it to 444. Like, it's just
yeah. It's gonna be K-Dot the GOAT, man. Kendrick is my Kobe. And then
I'm not mad at it.
I can let Hove be MJ all he want. That's fine.
I wouldn't be mad if you said Kendrick Jordan.
Man. Like,
I wouldn't be mad at it.
K-Dot, is this your king?
But think of the way I strive to, like, at one point, I think I've had many combos with you about this. I've had like many combos with Marlon about this. Like, y'all want to play the back. Like, y'all want to be like out there. Y'all want to like play the back, be behind the scenes, and make the big bucks like laying low. I'm like, yeah, that's a goal of mine too. Cause I know you talk about how Kendrick can just come in, pop out, pop and leave. I be talking to Marlon. Marlon would be like, yeah, man, you know, I just ain't for that stuff. You know, I Hove, man. Hove, you don't see Hove. You don't hear nothing that he doing. Mm-hmm. He might announce something, but you don't hear about it till the play's done and he got the bag and blah, blah, blah. I just want to sit back and throw up. And I'm like, yeah, but they was out there in everybody's face first and got to that point. Mm-hmm. Like, Hove, 7 straight Summers critics might not admit it, but nobody in rap did it quite like at the time. Having 8 at that point when he was saying that, it was 8, having like 8 albums 8 years in a row was like, now at the rate people don't care about albums. They just put music out all the time.
Yeah, it's singles.
But at the time it was like, dang, he's like crazy. Always producing. Like he's always coming out with something. And in the off season, he would be on like whoever's hot single or something. He'd go do Mariah Carey's song or something. Or,
you know, hop on a remix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do that joint with I think they put it on his album, but do the joint with Missy. And but Kendrick too though, like Kendrick had the mixtapes. He had OD, Overly Dedicated.
Yeah,
he had the
Section 80.
Section 80.
I still
he had the was it the Kendrick Lamar LP or something? But I'm just saying, like, he had the mixtapes. He had to go on tour and stuff. Like, you remember we used to watch the video or joke about the video with you eating?
You ain't eating that.
You ain't eating. You eating. Kendrick Lamar was J-Rock's hype man. Because J-Rock was the one that they thought was gonna be like, because J-Rock was out here popping. J-Rock had the song with Lil Wayne. Because I remember everybody thought he had like a belly button ring, because in the video, his shirt was off, and it looked like he had like a stud or something, but it was just, I guess he just had a shiny belly button. But Kendrick was out there, like, he's on tour.
Yeah.
With the extra mic. Say, if J-Rock says, hood gonna love it. Hood gonna love it. Yeah. Say the hood gonna love it. Like, he was a hype man, bro. Then he had to go do all the mixtapes, and Game took him on tour for nothing.
Oh, yeah. Because that was on Game's tour when they gave him, like, the crown, right?
Nah. I don't know. You talking about when Snoop and them was on stage? It might have been. I don't know, but I know he took them on that tour. If you ever hear Nipsey, if you ever heard Nipsey tell a story about how Game took him on tour, Game took Kendrick and them on that same tour. So, but I'm like, he's out there, and then he dropped Good Kid, Mad City. And then it's like, what? And then he's like, oh, okay. I made it to here at least. Like, I can.
Right. Fall back a little bit.
Yeah. And actually take his, like, he got the luxury of taking the time to complete some dope stuff, because he don't gather everybody at TDE like that. Like, Top Dog give him like let them be artists. Dang, SZA, Schoolboy Q don't put nothing out. When last time Schoolboy Q dropped? SZA?
He put a song out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, because he's about to come.
Yeah.
But before that song, come on, bro. But before that song, what was it? Soccer Dad? That's the name of the song, Soccer Dad.
Yeah.
Before Soccer Dad, Schoolboy Q just been chilling and golfing for years and being a dad. A soccer dad. Well, I think is why he came out with the song.
He put out that album, what was that, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
That was longer than that, bro.
Really? I thought that was
It was longer than 2, I can tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely longer than 2, so maybe 3. Like, they had Water on it and Two-Door Coupe.
Crash Talk came out 2019.
Crash Talk, take 3.
They came out 2019, but they came out 2019. You know when his last stuff before the 2019 album came out? 2016. 26. But I'm just saying, like, they just be like
every 3
taking their time with their stuff. SZA, you would think SZA was the hottest thing out. You would think they would want her to come right back. SZA like, man, let me go put my feet in some mud and twirl around and do cartwheels.
And
smoke a little bit, take some shrooms, and get back to y'all.
And pop up in Childish Gambino video.
Yeah. My man's why can't I think of I'm having a brain fart, bro. The Black Lit Bastard. Absol. Absol don't be dropping
at all. He don't drop at all.
J-Rock probably ain't dropped since the album where he was nominated for a Grammy.
Nah, he hasn't.
It had Win on it. Yeah, J-Rock ain't dropped since 2018.
Man, that was 2018?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro, the pandemic got us in like a time vacuum, bro. Like
only one that dropped was Isaiah Rashad. He dropped a sex tape.
I literally was just about to say that boy dropped his draws.
Shout out to Isaiah Rashad, man. I think he performed at Coachella, man, recently.
Isaiah is a great artist, bro. I still listen to that joint with him and Kendrick once a week. That What's Wrong.
Rap.
Yeah.
He definitely can rap. He don't make rap that out. He's very talented. He just don't make music for me.
Right. And that goes back to how we started the pod.
Yeah. It's like but Kendrick though with the marketing, I was like, he had to put himself out there in order to get to a position where you can fall back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he went and got the money first. Go get the money, then you can sit back because ain't no telling what Kendrick does investment wise.
Right.
So wait, it doesn't take money to make money, but it is way easier to make money if you have money.
Of course.
He can get to a level where, or the people that we comparing them to, or we say Hov or something. These people, Nicki Minaj, I brought up Nicki earlier, Kanye, like music is not their main. Music's not generating them like
the crazy money.
Income like that.
Yeah.
That's why once they get to these levels, they fall back from the music because it's like it don't make sense to them because they're not making no money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when they coming up and they on the grind and stuff, like that's how they feeding themselves.
Yeah.
Nicki don't need to drop nothing for the rest of her life. She Nicki Minaj.
You know who ain't gonna drop for the rest of her life? Rihanna. She ain't hit no studio ever again, bro.
Like for what?
Yeah.
For what? Unless it's just really like a true passion of yours.
Yeah.
Then cool.
Bro, she gonna be looking at her record deals as MWAs now.
Bro, even her mans. You know, I'm an A$AP Rocky fan. Rocky don't drop
at all.
He just came out with a song, but it's like he's doing so much other stuff. He was all in your face. Then he got to a level, he got his bread. You're like, all right, I ain't making no money off of this for real. Like, I can go do all these brand deals or do this fashion stuff, or who knows, he could have some money in some stocks or something, or property. Like, because he want him laid back people too. You don't see him unless it's time to see him.
Right. Yeah,
but that's
the only person who be making their money like majority on music and making big bread is J. Cole
and Drake.
But Drake,
I'm not saying majority. I'm just saying like making big money off of it.
Yeah.
Drake just signed a $400 million re-up.
Yeah, man.
Which the first thing that I questioned was why.
Well, as far as being with the label, you think he should be independent?
I don't know that much about the music industry to weigh in on the business side of that, but I know if somebody's willing to give you $400 million, you worth like $2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get and I heard somebody talking about the actual, like, what the deal is. Like, it's basically like a huge 360 deal.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? Yeah, I get it. Get your 400 million, but I would be like, all right, if I'm in that position, Drake is going to be the biggest rapper of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, second biggest.
If not already.
Nah, he'll probably be like the second biggest of all time, numbers wise, and Eminem or something.
I don't know.
Eminem could disappear for a decade and come out and like sell out a world tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, like he's like icon status. Plus he white. Like it's a thing. Eminem's even said him being white helps a lot.
I love it. I love it when our Caucasian brothers and sisters admit to the privilege.
Yeah, Jack Harlow even said it too.
Like it means a lot to me.
Yeah, but it's like how I be talking about the law of polarity. It's two sides to everything. So them being white rappers definitely helps in the scheme of marketability and worldwide exposure and stuff. But also to get to that point, you got to cut through us. And like we got first right of refusal to be like, yo, man, that's corny.
Yeah.
Because it's not a lot of white. So yeah, of course, white privilege is a thing in everything. But in rap and hip hop, is it initially a privilege though?
Not at all.
Because it ain't that many that's ever made it as a white rapper. Like it's two.
Drake and Eminem. Is Logic considered? What's Logic?
He says nigga, so.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you have it, folks. Tell me
I'm
you're not a white rapper
sure.
without
I don't know any of Logic's music, but I'm pretty sure he says nigga. And I remember trying to listen to his music one time, and again, just wasn't for me. I like rap for the words first.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like his message. I couldn't. It just didn't hit with me. He was speaking from Mit's kid plight. I was like, I don't want to listen to Mit's. I don't want to listen to the Mit's plight right now. Like I listened like 2-3 songs. It was like, oh, life's hard because I mixed. Life's hard because I mixed. I'm mixed, and I'm not regular mixed. I'm like the mixed that looks white, so it's harder for me. And I was like, all right, okay, man. It's like, all right, I can't. He can rap though.
Yeah, he can rap.
But
and the only reason he was on my brain because he put out a video like a few days ago having issues with the label and his release and stuff. Like it's like an age-old thing with artists now.
Which is why I'm like, why would Drake sign it? Because I'm like, all right, if they're gonna give you $400 million, Drake is Drake.
Drake is Drake.
It's not much that Universal does to promote Drake. I'm willing to. My bet is that they don't do nothing marketing wise.
Yeah.
As far as distribution, all you gotta do is go on. What's it called? TuneCore.
Yeah. TuneCore.
As far as distribution, all you gotta do is go on TuneCore. Just like on the podcast distribution, you just go to the distribution site, upload it, and it automatically puts it on Apple, Spotify, well, that's pretty much all people listen to podcasts on. But but there's more though. I'm saying like the names that people would know.
Yeah.
Like people wouldn't know of
like Deezer or something.
Yeah, but it puts it everywhere. The podcast are like for cheap, 10, 50, 20 bucks a month or something like that. Like you can upload it. You can the stuff that I use, you can even put it on YouTube if you want to. Like just automatically. So the music got the same stuff. You just upload it and it puts it on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal,
Amazon Music,
Google,
Play.
Pandora.
Google.
Yeah, so that's why I don't get when they be like, yeah, for distribution. I be like, bro, all you need is your file and just upload it to the. So you signing for distribution? Like it ain't like it used to be where they used to have to distribute your records to
Right.
Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Uh, what was that one music store? Be in the malls. Uh, whatever it was called. Like it's not like you have to have a distribution network.
Yeah.
Like Kanye when Sway was like, "Why don't you do it yourself?" He's like, "You ain't got the answer, Sway. You ain't did the education. You ain't been doing the education."
Sway said, "Well, you know, I got my t-shirts."
But what Kanye was talking about, like Adidas has a distribution network.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They got the factories.
But music,
like Zara.
they got factories. They got the networks. They got the relationships with all these stores worldwide. Like they got the little boutiques. Like a little boutique owner, they'll have to get like a little deal with Nike or with Adidas or whatever to get certain stuff. They got them little I say cultural. They got the little cultural joints on lock already that Kanye's too big to know about. He's too big to know about oneness in Lexington, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But oneness of the culture, like that's somewhere you want your stuff to be at.
Mm-hmm.
They not going to the mall to get this stuff. They going to oneness. Like they don't know about uh damn, they don't know about premium goods in Houston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These may already have somebody, because they got different levels of team. They might got a little street team finding out about all these little nooks and crannies and stuff. And Kanye don't know. He yay, bro.
Man, I just thought about something with Drake. If the deal is what I think it is, he probably only signed the deal because he don't care for the mailbox money.
I know, but the way that I'm thinking, I'm like, is it just a quick cash grab, or because Drake's smart, or I'm like, is he studying other people? Because like, if I hear Hove getting a whole bunch of money real quick, I'm like, oh, what's the play?
Yeah, he about to do something. Yeah.
So I'm like, is Drake about to do something with it, or he just won't? Like Lil Wayne, for example, when Lil Wayne took his 100 mil, he sold all his stuff for like 100 or something, right?
Yeah.
I know Wayne ain't got no play. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne wanted his bread. Like he just got off of his legal situation or whatever. Had to go stand by Trump and stuff, and he's like, man, give me my money, bro. Let me go skate. Let me go skate, get high, and watch sports and enjoy my children. Give me my $100 million. He done went through the years of stuff with Bird, man. He like, man, give me my money, bro. Just give me some money, bro. I'll sign these endorsement deals or whatever. But if Hov go get a quick 400, I'm like, all right, what's he about to do?
Yeah.
Because Hov's like you don't get to be a billionaire, which Drake damn near probably won by now.
Yeah.
That's why I say he different. Like you don't get to that point without constantly thinking about the next move. They never just like, I got it, let's scoreboard watch. Like they want to be like the greatest
Right.
at the game. Like Wayne wants to be the greatest rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick wants to be the greatest rapper.
Yeah.
Hov and Drake want to be like the greatest at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Cole won't just be the best rapper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. Because, like, in today's age, it's like everybody, I think it got a lot to do with the streaming too, bro. Like, people who are in the position to get the huge lump sum of money, they selling their catalogs, bro, like for the 20 million, the 50 million, the 100 million, etc.
I don't blame them.
Cause that streaming stuff, it ain't. So they like, nah, let me get that right now.
I don't blame them, and I don't know how music works, but how much are these catalogs really worth? Like when Mustard sold all his stuff, a percentage of it, now he own everything now. Like, I love Mustard, but is his stuff getting that much playback?
Yeah.
That he should turn down his 20 mil or something? Like,
yeah, Mustard. Yeah, that's tough because like the producers making way more money than the artists.
I know, but I'm just saying, like as far as that long term mailbox money, it's kind of like the question, like, would you take? What's that question? Like, would you take? I saw something today, and I know I've posted something similar in the past. Like, would you take $2 million cash right now, or $4,000 a week the rest of your life? I'm like, give me my $2 million right now.
Yeah, for sure. Give me my 2.
Cause you don't know how long your life is gonna get smacked by a bus tomorrow.
But that boy had 4,000 on him. It went flying everywhere. Y'all should have seen it.
But that $2 million, with what I know what to do, I can go do that. Like, I could go do that quickly and be making way more than $4,000 a week.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm like, what is he gonna do with it?
Yeah.
But even on some like upfront money, I don't know how much money they make off of stuff. But I'm like, dang, bro, Drake could easily just go tour whenever. Just go ahead, upload a little file on the website, click a button, it'll be everywhere. You get 100% all of that.
But it ain't gonna be no 400 mil.
That's the thing. But it might be 90.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's it's easy to say, but it's tough. You sitting at the table, you see the 400 mil with this deal, doing it the way you've been doing it the way you're accustomed to doing it. Everything's already in place. Like, this is your familiar space. This is your, you know what I mean? It's just more bread involved.
I think it's like real estate. Like most savvy real estate investors, they have no goals of ever owning the real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never. They never want to fully. They want to own nothing, control everything.
Mm.
That's the saying in real estate, amongst savvy real estate investors: own nothing, control everything. They'll just keep on taking more debt, refinancing, whatever. So they'll keep on getting the tax deferrals and stuff. And then they be like, I die. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Or pass it down and then just keep on the system while they accumulating their wealth. Like, that's what wealth. That's like the definition of wealth. Actually, it's like you just leveraging, continuously leveraging. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, maybe Drake the same. Like, he don't want own it. Like, just keep on giving me my bags, and I can take care of my people. Make sure everybody's good off of these bags. Yeah, just keep on owning it. Yeah, I keep reeing up.
Yeah. It ain't a bad deal at all. Boy went from 6 to 23 like he's LeBron. Then that last joint, what he did, 50 mil on that advance or something like that, maybe 60. And now 400.
But the gosh, and it's so dope. And this is why I always say Kendrick the best rapper too. Just off of Kendrick has the luxury of disappearing for so long too, because when he does come, the anticipation crazy. Mm-hmm. All he's doing is just uploading stuff into a little manila folder on his link in his bio. That's all he's doing, bro. Ain't no rollouts, ain't no singles. I mean, he dropped a heart last night, but he drops a heart before every joint, so it's not like nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though it was crazy, I I was tearing up that
Bro.
last verse.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm like, what if Nipsey really did?
That's what
like,
that's what I
into
feel
him,
like.
bro?
That's what I feel like happened, bro. Honestly.
Because it took me a second, and I was like, hold up, he rapping as Nipsey right now. Like other stuff, he was just like throwing little examples of stuff, or like when he had Jussie Smollett's face. You know what I'm saying? It was like how he wanted to be like the hero or something. And when he switched to Will Smith's face, it was like how he wants you to love me or whatever. But
like
when he switched to Nipsey's, face though, it was like, oh, I am Nipsey right now.
Yeah, even his mannerisms and everything, like
yeah. It took me a second. I was like, hold up, bro. I'm like, he Nip right now. And then just hearing what he was saying, I was like, man, my eyes started to get sweaty.
Yeah.
I was like, that man tough, man. And that's what I'm missing in rap. That's why I don't listen to much rap now. Like it's nothing that you feel. Like my first favorite rap was DMX. You felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like or when people got their love for pop, it's like you felt. It made you feel something. Or even Biggie, you could see it. You could see the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was there broke, man, I couldn't picture this 50-inch screen, money green leather sofa. I wanted a leather sofa until I became an adult. I wanted a green leather sofa until I became an adult. And it was like, I don't want green sofa. But it's just because I heard, like, like he made it sound like this is the goals. Get you a green leather sofa. And I'm adult in the 2000s, like late 2020s to 2010s versus 90s.
It's a whole different whole different aesthetic to life.
But Kendrick make you feel a joint, man.
Bro, I felt it from the opening scene. I was like, oh yeah, we in trouble. Like, man, him already. And because the way I thought about it, I was like, because I even noticed like he dropped a bunch of lines. Like he was messing up a lot during it. And I could just imagine him being like, I can't do it no more. Like, I'm emotionally burnt out. This is the only take y'all can get from me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot, bro. Because he, like, especially that last verse, him knowing how close they were, like, nah, bro.
And you can hear stuff in certain songs too, like, just using Nipsey for example, and the last verse in Rats in the middle. He was saying he was crying in the booth when he was saying it. He said, Hit Boy was in there. Hit Boy was like, he ain't never seen like people get that. I think he only named like 2 people. I can't remember the other person. But Nipsey was like, yeah, Hit Boy was in there. He's like, it was girls in the studio, but I was like, F it, like this is because he was rapping about his homie Fats, that last verse, and he said that's why I said in the verse like, but we don't wipe them no, we just accept the only life we know, because he said he was literally crying and he was like, but we don't wipe them though, and he just let them stay there while he finished.
Yeah, that's tough.
But your boy Kendrick though, that's the only people I'm looking forward to dropping an album this year as rappers was Kendrick and Pusha T. And I heard Hov might be working on something, but I honestly I'm not like excited to hear it.
Yeah. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
But and then think of how we was talking about the business with Drake. I was thinking, because Kendrick, he's put out he's put out teasers that it might be like a double album. Because he had that picture with the 2 CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Messing around. It said Master, Big Steppers Master, right? But he's on his last album with TDE.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that stuff goes in the streaming age, but I was like, is he trying to pull some? You remember how Frank Ocean did that stuff with the label?
Oh, yeah.
Where he dropped the one that was super mid, and then like right afterwards he dropped, what was it, Blind? But right after, when he was independent, he dropped the second one, like, boom.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, is this a double album so Kendrick could do the same?
Maybe. One with TDE, then the next one with PG Lane.
But I'm like, but when you stream it, like, because Yo Gotti had a problem with his last album was a double. But on the streaming stuff, it was messed up jumping back and forth to both of them.
Mm.
So, like, they put it all on one.
Mm.
So I'm like, would they have to make it like, here's Mr. Morale, and that's like one album. And here's the Big Steppers.
Maybe. And that may be why he had it as 2. Because it'd be 2 drops on the same day.
Or I was thinking, because I'm just thinking marketing wise, I'm like, or what if it's that? And he's like, all right, this is gonna be like my stuff on my label. Or what if the Big Steppers album is like a Rock La Familia compilation, or a G-Unit album, and it's like his artists. It's like him and Baby Keem and
like PG Lane gang.
Yeah, and he signed somebody else, and they the Big Steppers.
Yeah.
I like that would be like a great way to introduce the world to his label.
Yeah.
Because I know he got some stuff signed that we probably don't know of, like, just because he's so low, like.
Yeah. Did he sign whatchamacallit? What's her name? The singer, bro. That Drake used to rock with. He got a song named after Georgia. Did he sign
Georgia Smith? I was talking to my mom about Georgia Smith last night. Her sleepy looking fine.
Yeah. I think
bro, she looks so sleepy. All in every picture, she looks so fine and sleepy.
Yeah, that's.
I was like, what if she high? She might just be smoking all the time. She might just be a weed head.
Just be messing
up. Regardless, she be like this. She be like.
Be like, babe, did you get the rest like I asked you to? She like, yeah, I got
and be
12 hours.
And be cold. I'm like, man, her sleepy ass. But I don't know. But I was just like, that would be a great way to, like, marketing wise. You know you're going to be the number one thing of music. You know you're going to sell 300, 400, 500,000 copies or whatever. All these hundreds of thousands of people could instantly be introduced to what you got working for yourself. Because the PG Lane really the fallback plan.
Yeah, bro.
Or I was thinking it could be like maybe a TDE. They was always supposed to come out with that Black Hippie stuff.
Yeah. Like
a compilation. That could be, but I was just thinking marketing wise and business wise, because Kendrick I don't know if it's him or somebody on his team, when it is time for him to come back, they be doing it like some genius marketing stuff, like that nobody else can do the stuff that he does, because they always, like Drake. I don't think Drake could just throw up the manila folder and write a letter about having beach cruisers.
He too active. He way too active. He posting 3-4 times a day. You see him out at the games.
And that's why I like Drake too, because I heard some interview he was saying like, yeah, because like I do this, like I'm doing this right now. I am a hip hop rock star. Like I'm outside. Like I'm the only one active doing this. I like. That's why I'm like, you can tell he going for it. But
yeah, bro. You Drake. I'm Kendrick.
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis, 8-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM, but this man's gonna teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake, I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
you heard a couple,
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99? Yeah, okay. Y'all
crazy,
y'all. But
hey.
I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room. But Kendrick had to be Drake first.
Yeah.
Kendrick was on the front of magazines. Kendrick did the freshman freestyle. Kendrick did all the features. Kendrick.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Kendrick was on Take Care.
Yeah, that's real. Hein Max.
Yeah, Drake gave him a song where Drake don't even speak on it.
Yeah. Very real.
So it's like, yeah, the fallback's the plan. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of attention anyways, but you gotta go get it first.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta go get it first. And then you can fall back. And it's like, but it's like with the attention, like Kendrick had to go get the attention first also. But when some people go get it, it's like becomes a fixation for him. Because Kendrick could have took another route and been out there just like Drake, but he didn't want that.
Yeah.
Hov and Beyonce got to this level. You don't see them unless they want to be seen. Somebody like Kanye will say, "What you supposed to do when the paparazzi's filming?" Because you and your family want to be seen all the time.
Right.
You see, when Kanye decides to not be seen, he's not being seen right now. He intentionally decided to fall back, chill, and stay out the way. Right now. You got the money. It's easy to disappear when you got money.
Yeah, money and 20,000 acres, and
it's easy to disappear, but they don't want to. So Kendrick took his and decided to fall back. Other people, they decide to, like, some people get off of that. Like, there's certain stuff. I was talking to my homeboy about that. Like, you know, I'm not a car guy, and he was trying to tell me, like, oh, you're not a car guy because you can't afford certain cars that I got yet. I was like, I can't say until I get to that point, but I'm confident in saying what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, I don't think you're a car guy. I think you can have $1 billion in your bank account. You're still not gonna be a car guy.
Yeah, but he's saying like say a Lamborghini. He got a Lamborghini with his social media handle all over the Lamborghini and stuff. I'm like, for one, the Lambo's attention already. And if I'm at a point where I still don't really, to me, which I am a normal, you know, I'm a normal person just like anybody else is a normal person. But I've gotten to a point somewhere 3 times, not this week, 3 times last week, within a 3 or 4 day span. People knows, and somebody knows me at the grocery store, somebody knows me at the gas station, somebody knows me at a stoplight, and somebody knows me at the park 4 times.
Uh-oh. It's happening.
Nah, but with social media, just like if certain people happen to follow me, like,
yeah,
It's whatever. So I don't like that though. It's cool. I appreciate the love, and I definitely chop it up with whoever. Mm-hmm. But I don't like being somewhere and somebody being able to be like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would drive around with the Lamborghini that already everybody's looking at.
Right.
Plus, my social media handle all on it. So even the people that don't know who's in the Lamborghini can easily just go look up who's in the Lamborghini. Mm-hmm. And then just be walking around like that at all times. And then even outside of myself, I don't have no kids or family of my own, but he got like kids and a wife and stuff, and he'd be putting them on social media all the time. I won't want them to be walking around and somebody don't like me could do something. Chris Paul's mama and wife just got their hands, somebody put their hands on them at the game last night. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want somebody that person is that low-minded person. I told that person that charges back $1. I don't want that person that might have lost their dispute for their $1.
There he
to
is.
see me eating an acai bowl, or see my wife eating an acai bowl and be like, there she is. Give me my $1.
But you didn't want to give me the $1 back? No, it's gonna cost you $7. They throw your bowl on the ground.
Yeah, bro. But like with anything, though, law of polarity is good, and it's everything good's good. Everything that's good has a negative to it. Everything negative got a good to it. We just focus on what we can focus on, so we can attract more of it. Mm-hmm. Or not see the negative side of it because we're so attracted to the positive side of it.
Right.
But attention is definitely a currency. Maybe if not the most, top 2 valuable currency in this day and age, because you'll always be able to be paid. You'll always be able to generate an income if you know how to garner attention. Because an audience. You'll be paid forever. You'll always be able to be paid nowadays if you're able to build an audience, and you build an audience off of being able to grab attention. Mm-hmm. Because if you can grab attention and build an audience, you can either always sell something to that audience, or somebody will always pay you to get in front of that audience because they have something to sell. Mm-hmm. So go get you some attention and join the It's Crowded at the Top community. Great. The number 1 entrepreneurial hub out there. I'm telling you, get training from myself and other 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs. These people are personal friends of mine, personal business partners, business associates, and mentors of mine, all giving game on various different topics. You automatically get access to a bunch of courses too. There's a course in there that covers 99 ways how you can flip houses without using any of your own cash or credit. There's a course in there that teaches you how to get an 800 credit score. There's a business funding course in there. I personally got over $250,000 in business funding. And there's an Instagram course in there to show you how you can monetize your Instagram and increase your social income, impact, and influence. Like I just said, go get you some attention. So text the words "I'm in" to 859-605-3297, or go to AstenCeo.com. It's crowded at the top. Come join us.